Video game podcast.
Sony bought Bungie for $3.6 billion.
Sony bought Bungie.
What's so funny, guys? I don't get it.
Oh man,
I don't
it's
get it.
it's an Insane Clown Posse quote from one of their songs. Yeah, look it up.
Oh boy.
It's called what Axe, whatever the hell it is.
Axe, yeah, something about had to do with Axe. I know
But yeah, so this wasn't
Definitely not.
So this is big news for Sony. It's not in retaliation to what Microsoft did with buying Activision, because this was in place for a couple of months, at least 6 months to a year before that. I'm sure they probably heard whisperings of Microsoft buying Activision that they didn't tell us. So obviously these companies are working behind the scenes, and they probably know about it. But I mean, what was it? It was it was like 68 billion for Activision. So seeing 3.6 billion is like, how is $1 billion not a lot of money to anything now? It's like, oh, it's
It
just
ain't nothing, man.
Inflation.
it's just 3.6 billion. That's all. That's all they spent. But what's funny is that Bungie is the company that made Halo for Microsoft, the original.
Yep.
And that was the company that was their breadwinner for their major title. And because Microsoft didn't want to change Halo, because obviously they don't want to risk it with that. They know what sells. And, Bungie wanted to make Destiny, or Halo into Destiny, which was the massive multiplayer online only type game where it lives and breathes online. Mm-hmm. And they've been pretty successful with Destiny. It was a little rough at times, but it's successful. They're making money off of it. It's not going anywhere. Now, when Sony bought this, they said that, don't worry, we're not getting rid of Destiny. It's not going to be a Sony only thing. It's going to be on every system. But basically, they didn't buy Bungie just for Destiny for $3.6 billion. They bought it because they have other plans, other games, and they want to get into Sony is known for making games one player, single player, story mode, story-based games. So the massive multiplayer type game, they like to jump back in, and they need somebody who has experience doing so. And there's no better company than Bungie, unless you're dealing with a PC company or something like that. But on the home consoles, Bungie pretty much knows what they're doing, and they have the group to do it with. So if Sony was to say make a SOCOM, because without Call of Duty and stuff later, they're gonna need another war game or something like that. And if they want to build something like a living, breathing online game, and they have SOCOM, they could possibly tell Bungie to make or get a team to work on something like that.
I have an idea.
But that's
like that.
pretty. I mean, and they have Siphon Filter and stuff like that, but that's still a single player.
No, the perfect multiplayer game, which has never been multiplayer.
Resistance.
No, not even.
Actually, do they? No, that's
No, Twisted Metal.
No, Sony owns Insomniac.
Twisted Metal would be perfect for an online, like something like that, with like a mass playing with other people online.
Yeah,
I played Twisted Metal. What was it on the PSP?
So it makes sense. It's an arena-based game. Arenas are huge
it's a battle game, but with cars or whatever that you can shoot and stuff. And I remember playing with a bunch of coworkers. We all had our PSP, and I did a six person battle in an arena.
Twisted Metal was big.
So imagine playing it online with like hundreds of people.
64
yeah, man.
players.
That would be crazy. That would be awesome.
Imagine.
But I mean, yeah, it's something like an option they can do.
Right.
They originally were going to get the team that did what's that game that was free on PlayStation 5? It was a Destruction Derby type, or was it a dodgeball? It wasn't dodgeball. It was a Destruction Derby game where you can hop off the cars.
I know what you're talking about. That was
Oh yes,
They were-
what are you talking about? I forgot the name though.
the same here.
Chat, help me out.
It was some new shit, right?
Yeah, it was new.
But how did it do?
I didn't catch the audience that they wanted it to, but they were originally going to go for that group of people to do a Twisted Metal, but recently they said no, they're not going to do it that way. So maybe they have an idea where they want to go with something like
Twisted
that.
Metal would be awesome. Dude.
Destruction All Stars 2.
Yeah, that's it.
that's
Yep.
Or Destruction All Stars
Look like American
1.
Gladiators.
But yeah, they are not making a Twisted Metal. But I mean, like I said, they bought
They
it.
should.
They bought Bungie for movie rights to certain things. So you know how Halo's coming out with their TV show on Paramount
Right.
Plus. Bungie can come out with a Destiny movie, a Destiny TV show. They have
Sony Pictures, man.
a lot of stuff, and Sony Pictures, yes. But they have a lot of dealings with that. So don't be surprised if they come out with all this other merchandisable stuff for Destiny. And I'm just curious as to what they're going to use it for. But that type of game building, that $3.6 billion is absolutely nothing for buying that. And it's crazy that they bought Insomniac for just under 300 mil. That's crazy. Insomniac.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
They
That was a
undersold
good buy.
themselves. They
Yeah,
undersold
it
themselves.
was. And that was considered like a lot back then.
I think Nintendo bought Retro Studios for like $3 million. It was
Well, yeah, companies, none of these companies are dealing in the billions. This is just like, none of those companies are going to sell for billions.
I'm hearing Sony's got plans for more.
Yeah, they said they
They said they got plans.
They said it's
they're
not
thinking
over.
about it.
Can someone please just take Konami?
Is it gonna be like
Please?
Shit.
Can somebody buy Capcom and tell them to start
Somebody-
every week
counting
for
past 5?
They need to buy Sega.
Capcom's not in
Somebody
trouble.
needs to buy
Capcom's not in trouble.
I think
they can
Capcom's
do
good.
one of
They
the
probably
big,
are. I just
Sega.
want-
What do you say, Cap?
one of the big three is probably gonna buy. Every week they're gonna be buying a new studio.
No, no, that.
Oh,
no, that.
damn.
First of all, Nintendo's not buying any studio that we've heard of.
I think Nintendo's chilling.
They're buying stuff that we've never heard of.
Do you guys think, even though we're not talking about, but do you guys think Sega is going to be bought by anyone?
No.
Yeah, eventually.
No.
I think eventually someone's gonna take
It
that.
has to be.
You say a no, a yes? You say it has to be?
I
I
think
feel
so.
like
I think
somebody
eventually.
has to buy it because
Well, none of them. Microsoft's not buying any of them because they're not selling to an American company.
What are they
Of
doing?
course.
It's either going to be Sony or no one.
Right.
Unless Nintendo's like, oh, might as well take Sega.
I don't know why. I just have a feeling if they're going somewhere, they're going to Nintendo.
I don't think Nintendo's in the works for it. They're
I
making
just-
so much money. They don't
well, I
get
mean,
it.
it makes more sense for Sega to go to Nintendo.
Yeah.
No, it does. It does, definitely.
Makes way more sense.
That's why I'm saying
Capcom
like that's the
think
perfect
so-
that's the perfect link.
They'll have another mascot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're
But I
like
don't
friends
think
and
they care.
shit.
They don't care.
Yeah, World of
Nintendo
Bizarre.
doesn't
Nintendo
care.
might
Nah.
buy. See, the thing is, I think Sony and Microsoft are just gonna keep buying companies, and Nintendo will be like, we're not gonna do anything except we'll just bring Sega over,
Yeah, Sega's
and that
a
makes more
Japanese
makes
company.
more noise.
Well, they have.
Well,
You buy
we're
Sega,
probably
that
gonna-
makes more noise.
We're probably going to hear about companies that we don't really know of,
Yeah, a lot of them.
and they're going to get devoured.
That's the only time you're gonna see someone pull the trigger on a Shining Force is Nintendo. They'll take Sega.
They'll do it.
and they're like, Fire Emblem selling, so Shining Force, let's get it going.
I would be happy about it.
Oh, Nintendo! If you buy Sega, make sure you make a Burning Ranger sequel. Thank you.
Nintendo's not making none of those. None of
make
them.
any of the
Burning Ranger
Sega
is fire.
They're
bro.
making Sonic.
Imagine it-
Literally.
Imagine
making
it
Sonic.
actually like looking good.
You know what? You know what? You know why?
Actually looking good.
But look,
Nah, but look, yo, you can't play that game right now.
No,
No,
you
it's
cannot
no,
play that
no,
game
I
right
can't
now.
even look at it.
No.
But imagine it done in today's.
Oh my god, it'd be
Oh, like
beautiful.
Sick.
the people that made the Resident Evil remake.
Exactly.
Beautiful.
the reason why Nintendo wouldn't buy Sega is because they already have Sonic in all their games. They don't need to buy him. He's in the Olympic game. He's in Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
They
but
don't
I'm sure they had
need
to pay
do
something
it.
to have him in the game.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Whatever.
For them.
That's
So-
nothing.
Why not just own him?
It's a drop in the bucket. Be like, yo, here, take this chump change.
Exactly. Why not just own him?
Like
Because
Nintendo
any of
probably
these-
walks by Sega like, yo, give me Sonic, and just like throws a check in their face.
Yeah.
Like, and it falls on the ground. They're like, yo, pick it up.
It doesn't.
Pick it up, put 'em in.
It always doesn't mean a good thing though, because Rare got bought out, and everybody's like, "Ooh, Microsoft with Rare, that's going to be amazing." And we saw what happened. Nothing. Nothing
But
good.
that's Microsoft.
And that could happen with all these other companies that are getting bought.
Exactly. So no, it doesn't mean that they can improve it. They have to know what they're doing with it. But the only company I want to see bought is Konami because they're not doing anything.
No, Konami sucks.
'Cause
They
they're
need
not
to be
doing
bought.
anything.
They need to be bought.
Nah, bro, they got Yu-Gi-Oh. They're good.
Word, man.
Yo,
Yeah,
they got
they
the
are.
mobile.
Good.
They got the mobile games
They-
unlocked, man.
They need to be purchased.
But
That's
people
the
want.
company that
You know what's
needs it.
funny though? People are asking for Metal Gear, but the guy who made it isn't working on it. So
Exactly.
who cares?
You don't want it.
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
want
yeah.
it
You
anymore.
don't
You
want
don't
it.
want
You
it.
don't
That's
want
like
another
what's gonna
Metal
happen with Mario when what's the name? Not making it no more. Like, I mean, I guess he has some students. Like he's teaching some people. Like you're not.
It's not the same.
But they gotta take that.
Miyamoto's not gonna be like, all right, I'm retiring. Mario's dead now. No, I'm sure
Could you
there's
imagine
people
He
who
his
is
last game he kills Mario off?
they have the creators. of
Sephiroth kills him.
Listen,
Sephiroth killed him already, right?
they have the creators of Gex who can take over Mario.
Oh, God.
just fine.
Oh God.
Bubsy. There's
Oh.
some people who can take it over.
Oh God.
Bubs.
Rayman.
But yeah, who do you guys think that either Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo will buy next? Because it seems like it's an all-out war, and people are they're trying to consolidate the game. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we don't know. But let us know in the comments what you think about it.